In the distant times of the Mesozoic era, the Earth was ruled by a harsh reality where survival depended on the brutal laws of nature. In a world where each day became a battle for life, if you didn't catch your prey, it meant your prey would catch you. This era gave rise to a variety of creatures, each with truly remarkable and diverse survival strategies. One of these unusual inhabitants was the Mesosaurus, a relative of modern-day crocodiles. This amphibian, about 10 feet long, thrived along rivers and swamps, hunting small reptiles. Its victims were primitive creatures like Dinosaurs, which it caught with incredible agility and aggression. The Mesosaurus was not a passive animal. It actively hunted rather than defending itself. After all, hunting other animals was not just a way of feeding, but also a defense against hunger, competition, and even extinction. Every catch was vital, because if it didn't eat today, it could weaken enough to become the victim tomorrow. In contrast to its more aggressive competitor, the Dinosaurs was much less adapted for attacking. It survived through camouflage, small size, and the ability to remain still, which was an excellent defense against predators. Small and inconspicuous, these creatures could hide in the most inaccessible places, escaping large enemies. This was a less aggressive strategy than that of the Mesosaurus, but it was effective for survival. At the other end of the timeline, during the Permian period, around 260 million years ago, lived the Gorgonops, a terrifying predator, reaching up to 16 feet in length. This giant, with powerful fangs reaching 6 inches, was a nightmare for herbivores. The Gorgonops used a specialized jaw structure that worked like scissors, tearing large chunks of meat from its prey. Unlike many other predators, the Gorgonops could constantly renew its teeth. Old ones would fall out, and new ones grew in their place. However, Permian nature didn't leave herbivores without protection. One such protected species was the Scutosaurus, which grew up to 37 feet long. This powerful animal, thanks to its armor and neck shield, could withstand predator attacks. Its armor became an insurmountable barrier for Gorgonops, which often lost teeth trying to pierce this natural defense. Fast forward several tens of millions of years, as the first dinosaurs made their appearance. One of the oldest small predators, the L. raptor, lived in Argentina around 230 million years ago. This dinosaur ancestor was fast and stealthy, preferring to use its speed and inconspicuousness to catch its prey. It hunted insects and small lizards, but sometimes it would attack larger animals, though the chances of success were minimal. However, L. raptors had an important advantage. They hunted in packs, which significantly enhanced their tactical abilities. Like ants or bees attacking a human, L. raptors used their numerical superiority to secure a victory, even when their prey was much larger. At the same time, in the seas, one of the most unique aquatic predators emerged, the Plesiosaurus, which lived during the Jurassic period. It was distinguished not only by its massive size and powerful jaws, but also by its ability to maneuver efficiently in the water. The Plesiosaurus became one of the most fearsome marine life forms of its time, thanks to its hunting skills and adaptability to life in the water. In the Jurassic period, around 200 million years ago, the Earth was populated by many unique creatures, each struggling for survival in a brutal world where competition and aggression were an inseparable part of existence. One of the most remarkable representatives of this time was the Pliosaurus, a predator with a short neck but a giant head that could reach a length of up to 11.5 feet. This creature hunted larger prey, charging at it with its entire body, using its power and speed. Pliosauruses were among the most formidable predators, unlike other marine reptiles, as they did not rely on a long neck to catch prey, but attacked using their massive head and strength. They primarily fed on fish and mollusks, and their stomachs often contained stones which they used to grind their food. This helps to explain how they managed their prey since their teeth were too sharp and narrow to chew. Meanwhile, in the same waters, but with a much longer neck, lived another predator, the Plesiosaurus. It appeared in the seas at the beginning of the Jurassic period and survived until the end of the Cretaceous. The neck of the Plesiosaurus in some cases could reach up to 30 feet or more, with an overall body length of 195 feet. This long neck served not only to catch fish, but also to maneuver through the waves, where plesiosauruses became the most dangerous predators of their time. They used their flexibility to catch prey, directing their head to the point of strike. Plesiosaurus and plesiosauruses hunted various species of fish and mollusks, but some appeared to engage in cannibalism. Life in such conditions, where everyone was ready to eat another for survival, was filled with brutal struggle. However, not all marine predators of that time were so fearsome. One of the fastest and most maneuverable was the ichthyosaurus, a marine reptile with a dolphin-like body, perfectly adapted for hunting in the water. Its streamlined body allowed it to quickly gain speed, and its shark-like tail provided excellent maneuverability. Ichthyosaurs used their dorsal and pectoral fins for stabilization in the water, making them effective pursuers. These predators were also cannibals. Older individuals would often attack younger ones, especially when resources were limited. Their sharp, hooked teeth could slice through water like a knife, making it nearly impossible for prey, including octopuses and mollusks, to escape them. Ichthyosaurs were masters of hunting, able to swallow their prey whole or tear it apart. Life during the Mesozoic era was harsh, and survival depended on how successfully you could hunt and defend yourself. Even those who seemed big and powerful could become victims of faster and craftier enemies. Cannibalism was a daily reality for many species, where dominance of one over another was often a matter of strength and speed, not size or age. During the Jurassic period, in the vast ancient seas, ichthyosaurs were among the fastest and most aggressive predators. With their dolphin-like bodies, they easily maneuvered through the waves, but their main enemies were the plesiosauruses, massive marine reptiles with incredibly long necks capable of seizing prey in just a few moves. One of the most dangerous representatives of this genus was the plesiosaurus, which lived about 180 million years ago in the waters surrounding what is now the United Kingdom. Its muscular jaws could tear an ichthyosaurus apart in seconds, making them the true rulers of the seas at that time. However, with the onset of the Cretaceous period, as dinosaur evolution reached its peak, competition on Earth significantly increased. One of the most fearsome predators of this time was the Tyrannosaurus rex. This giant, standing up to 39 feet tall with jaws capable of crushing its prey with incredible force, was the king of predators. Its sense of smell allowed it to detect the scent of its prey from miles away, and the strength of its jaws combined with its incredible speed made it a deadly hunter. It especially hunted Triceratops, huge herbivorous dinosaurs that, despite their size, could actively defend themselves. With horns, a powerful neck, and thick armor, the Triceratops was capable of putting up serious resistance. And sometimes, when facing particularly strong individuals, the Tyrannosaurus would have to pay for its victory, with fatal wounds inflicted by its defensive opponent. At the same time, ankylosaurs, with their unique armor, became true warriors, fighting against any predators, including tyrannosaurs. Their bodies were covered in a thick shield of bony plates, which was impenetrable even by monsters like the Tyrannosaurus. In addition, ankylosaurs had a fearsome weapon, their tail club. This powerful mace-like tail could break the bones of any predator, providing herbivorous dinosaurs with a high level of protection. The Tyrannosaurus had to bend down significantly to reach the vulnerable spots on the ankylosaurus, which gave these ancient herbivores a chance to strike a fatal blow. But not only the enormous dinosaurs posed a threat to predators. Stegosauruses, with their massive armored plates and spiked tails, could also survive thanks to their defensive mechanisms. They used their tail spikes as deadly weapons, capable of striking a fatal blow to any predator that dared to attack them. In this struggle for survival, both physical strength and tactics were important. Stegosauruses, staying low to the ground, had the advantage. They could avoid attacks, while predators had to bend down to reach them. Among the smaller predators on land, velociraptors stood out. Small but highly dangerous predators. These agile and fast dinosaurs hunted in groups, using their speed and cunning. Their claws, as sharp as knives, could easily tear through their prey. Many of their victims died from blood loss, after which the velociraptors could enjoy their meal. Their collective hunting was so effective that even dinosaurs much larger than themselves could not resist them. In the world of the Mesozoic,